you know, it's OK, it's going to happen.
More broadly as well, is it that once the Games have now...
And Mark, I think feelings was that nerve of almost contracting COVID, because they are rigorous to support those nerves and make sure that the athletes are focusing solely on their event.
Can I talk targets with you as well? That the boffins have been out this stage. You sort of laugh them off. Have you got something that you work at privately? To ask you as well, I know you were chef de mission in Rio.
Always. Don't ask.
Well, why aren't you answering?
Absolutely.
I was in a...
Well, this has got spectacularly awkward, Mark. Thank you. We'll talk to you again. It's really good to speak to you, and enjoy the conditions. Enjoy Tokyo. Thank you very much.
Always a pleasure. Thank you both.
Thanks, Mark.
As you stitch you up there, sir.
Just to assure everybody at home and my dear now husband, us hockey girls are very well behaved because we compete throughout the whole tournament.
Did you ever get injured at an Olympic Games, by the way?
No, I didn't, fortunately. Well, fortunately.
What happened in the men's pole vault? This is Harry Cox. Looks like one of those smiles. He's smiling through the pain there. So the qualification for the pole vault actually starts next Saturday. And if Harry is fortunate enough to make it through to the final, that's on Tuesday, the 3rd of August. So we'll keep an eye on him and his teeth.
Yeah. Well, fortunately, there's actually a dentist in the village, because we're so fortunate to have the NHS dentistry here that a lot of the countries around the world don't. So they were always there. You know.
So that's what...
But anyway, it's enough teeth chat. We're going to head back to the road race now for an update. So here's Chris and Simon.
Road race continues on the iPlayer and the red button for you, and we're going to return to that live in around sort of 15-20 minutes time, and that should finish today sometime between 9:30 and 10. The repercussions of our chat about the athletes' village after you won your gold medal.
Carol Vorderman, who's currently watching, asking what happened at the Olympic Village. And I said nothing, because nothing did. I feel terrible. Weird picture of social distancing in the Olympic Village.
Vorderman is demanding information, but there isn't any. We're going to do, what we're going to do now for you is try and round up some of the other sports that have been happening overnight here in the UK. Rowing is we're going to turn our attention to now, and all eyes were on Great Britain's Helen Glover and Polly Swan. They were going in the heats of the women's pair. And like so many of the rowers, they'd only had a couple of races this year in preparation for these games. So it's very much a case, isn't it, of this morning, sort of testing where they are, testing their talents out.
Got to get the job done and get the result. So sticking with rowing, we're going to see what happened in the heats of the women's and men's four. Finishing in the top two meant that both would guarantee a place in the final. And we'll start with the women.
When you were at your various Olympic Games, how much attention did you give to other sports, by the way? We always keep...
Final.
You can cheer them on from a distance now. This is about something else that's happening today. Just to let you know that we should also say that Team GB's Emily Craig and Imogen Grant qualified for the semi-finals of the women's lightweight double sculls. And talking about cheering on the rest of Team GB, some fantastic tennis news. If you just switched on...
Andy Murray loves an Olympic Games, doesn't he?
He does. He always gets up for it, doesn't he?
He does. He loves it. And Jamie, obviously, is there as well. But we're going to go back to the men's road race now, where Chris...
Towards a fascinating finish to the men's road race on officially day one of the Olympics. If you just switched on, welcome to Olympic Breakfast. You can continue to watch the men's road race over on BBC iPlayer and the red button. What we're also trying to do this morning is bring you up to date with some of that stuff that's been happening overnight. And we can bring you now a slice of gymnastics, because today is qualifying for the men's team and individual events. So a number of gymnasts to keep your eyes out for, including Max Whitlock in the second subdivision. Thomas, Teo Geoghegan-Hart and Simon Yates as well. And we can hear from Chris and also from Simon Brotherton. Chris Boardman and Simon Brotherton are